Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? So, we're gonna have a shorter stream today. Sorry that I am streaming so late. Um, it was a heck of a week so far, and today I was actually, as you can see, we have like a slightly different setup with the background. So, we reorganized the office space and everything like that. So, yeah, so the plan here is I'm going to do about 10 minutes of gesture drawing, and I'm probably going to spend about 15 minutes or so doing some drawings from imagination, and then we'll probably wrap up for today. I'm going to try to jump on early tomorrow, so I'm going to try to jump on around 6. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Alright, so let me go ahead and here. Hey Shiny, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Alright. Let's get it started. Alright. Oops. Oh no. Should have had my brush ready. Hope you had a great day today, Shiny. Hey, what's up, Coop? Good, I'm glad you're doing well, Shiny. Glad you're doing well. Coop, how you doing, man? Been having a good day? Questions are you making video on how to improve on... Yeah, I mean, I feel like all my videos are that way, and you can ask any question you like about what I'm doing. What's up, DJ? How are you? Trying to avoid homework? Am I the YouTuber that you watch when you want to procrastinate there, Coop? Please don't tell your mom that, because your mom seems like a, from what I've heard from you at least, she seems like a very stern woman. Seems like she would seek me out and extract revenge for her child missing out on schoolwork. Oops. Oh no. Okay. Existing DJ? Alright, well, at least you're existing. Playing games on my silly little phone in your silly little room. Well, that's a good thing. Playing games, sometimes the relaxation definitely helps. Let's see here. I have always one question during my art journey: how to improve drawing always bothers you. Drawing is a very interesting like skill to try to acquire. Just because you're never finished. Like there's just never a time in which you're just like, oh, I'm done. I don't have to learn anymore, or I've made it. Like I've finally did it. I've become whatever. Because the moment that you do that is the moment that you fall back behind. So that was kind of philosophical. Let me go through like actual skills to help you learn. The main thing is most of your practice, so this is what this is practice. Most of your, practice should be using reference, and you want to be focusing on something in particular, right? You don't want to just go and use reference and just say like, oh, I'm just going to copy this the best that I can and that's it. Copy, yes, but look at the anatomy, for instance. Like try to copy the things that you're seeing anatomically and not necessarily worrying about the gesture maybe or something like that during those times. Or pick a piece of the body to learn. So a good place to start is a head. Heads are actually pretty simple to draw once you get the formula down. Now, things are always somewhat simple to draw, but these legs are too short, which is never an issue for me, so that's pretty weird. But there are things, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But there are things that are seemingly easy to draw, but they're hard to master, right? And that's just kind of the way that art is. And so in order to master something that you want to draw, it's two things. It's repetition and it's like meaningful practice. So if you're just like, for instance, if I was just looking at this and I was just trying to make it as close as possible to what the actual reference is, and that was it, that has a place, right? That's definitely important to try, but that's not what you always want to do, because you're trying to learn all of it instead of just one thing at a time, is what I'm trying to say, very clumsily. So for instance, like this practice for me, there are two things that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the overall gesture, because this is gesture. But I'm also thinking about how to volumize the body in a simple way, because as a person who wants to draw a comic, if I can't figure out how to simplify the body, I'm not going to be able to do the comic, because it's going to be too intensive for me. And that's what's happened to me in some of my previous like attempts to do comics or manga. Pretty much the same, just slight difference in aesthetic, but when everything is new or everything is something that you're learning, when you're trying to do a bigger project, you're gonna fail, unfortunately, because it's too much at once and your brain's not gonna do a good job of pushing through. So yeah, I don't like this part, so I'm going to twist it. Alright. Ooh, this is one of my favorite poses. I love this pose. Another thing that's really helpful, Shiny, when you're trying to learn is, that's why I like Mark's program so much, but you have to find a structure for yourself, which is also kind of a big part of what I was just saying. if you don't know, like, for instance, the fundamentals, if you don't know what gesture is and how to do it properly, or you don't know what perspective is, or maybe you do know those things, but you just know them and you haven't really practiced them, you're not going to improve in the other skills because your fundamentals are going to be kind of wonky looking. And it's basically like, I did a video on this semi recently, but it's like building, it's like making a cake kind of, but you make the cake and try to make it without flour, and you don't really know how to remedy that, right? But after you've made it and it's still a sloppy mess, you're trying to put like really nice decorative icing on it and stuff like that. People aren't going to really enjoy what the cake is, right? People aren't going to enjoy your cake because the fundamentals are wrong, right? You haven't made a structurally sound cake. The same is true of drawing. If your fundamentals are off, it's the first thing professional artists or people just in general are going to see. Spent more time drawing bodies. Yeah, spending time drawing bodies is definitely the way to go if you're going to do manga or comics, or you want to be a character artist of some sort. That's where you want to spend most of your time. I'm going to make her head bigger. Perspective is like you want to learn perspective enough to be able to put body parts in perspective. But like, again, if you want to be a comic artist, if you don't know how to draw in perspective, you're not going to be able to draw backgrounds like cityscapes and stuff like that, or inside of a classroom or things of that nature, and it's not going to look great, unfortunately. But perspective is a fundamental that you should work hard to learn. Alright, so I'm going to do a few quick, I'm going to try to fill this page. Let me see how many, so I did 5. So I'm going to do like 6 imaginative drawings, try to fill the page up, and then I will be wrapping stuff up. It'll probably take me 20 minutes. Alright, let's go. Oh, yeah, I haven't done that pose in a while, so let's go there. Oops. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I think it's this way. Yep. I'll show you like what you'll want to know when thinking about perspective in just a second. Yo! I'm sorry, Z-Wern, or is it Zwern? Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I'm really weird about saying people's names incorrectly, so I'm just gonna not embarrass myself anymore. But welcome. Appreciate you hopping on. So like, even here, there's perspective that's happening in this. It's a little bit of perspective and proportion, but oh, cool. Yeah, you saw the stream early today. Yep, you did. Got here just on time. So, for instance, one thing I'm seeing is that I think this is too far away. So I already did gestures with reference. Actually, let me get rid of this really fast. So I did that already, and the next thing that I'm going to do, this is what I'm currently doing. Actually, is it this one? What I'm currently doing is drawing from imagination. I'm gonna fill this page up, and then I'll be kind of done for today because I started a little later than I typically do. But I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow at around 6. So back to this pose. So for instance, I'm looking here, so where do the knees go? If you could tell, I put it at the same angle. And then shoulders are here, so that means I'm gonna put, like if I wanted to put this elbow here, then this elbow over here, if it's gonna be like along the same plane, it's gonna be about right here. And then like this one would be a little bit tougher to be able to tell, because I'm gonna have one going one way and one going another. But see, this one I think is a little short, so I'm gonna pull the hand down a little bit. So we got that, right? And I'm thinking, again, this is maybe a little bit more proportion, which again, I think Shiny, proportion, anatomy, gesture, the order that I would do is gesture, proportion. Is that true? Yeah, probably. My brain is not allowing me to spell this. Proportion? Yeah. I think that's at least somewhat correct. You know what I'm trying to say here. And then anatomy. After you get this one down, and you want to do both of these at the same time, and then you want to do all three at the same time. And looking at anatomy, you would break it down into like the head, and then maybe torso, and then maybe legs, and feet, because feet are really important, and then arms, hands. That's probably the order that I would go in. Alright, so that's one. Let's go. Let's do a whatchamacallit pose, a squatting pose, but I'm gonna try to take a squatting pose that I know and make the perspective a little different. Alright, so let me show you what I'm going for. So I'm going to try to take this pose here. Let's see here. And shoulder here. And then the other shoulder is over here. And up here. I think his leg would probably actually be up in this pose, just a bit. Not that far. I can probably lean this over a bit. So I'm going to try to take this pose here. If I can finish it. probably a good thing that I drew it this way first. What's up, DJ? I have not. Give me 1 second. I want to fix this leg just a bit. So I'm gonna try to take this pose and oh, my ears are cold. And I'm gonna try to pull the camera down here, maybe. This is gonna be really challenging, but I'm gonna try to pull the camera down there. So let's see here. Let me get it. No, I'm not doing that. I can't even really drink. Yeah, Loaf Cat, you can take a picture. That's fine. Only time that wouldn't be fine is if you post it on a social media page and if you post it on a social media page and try to claim it as your own. That's the only time that it's an issue, in my opinion. Alright, so if I'm taking the camera, putting it down there, this is gonna definitely be really hard. Okay, so you're... Okay, so one thing, when you pull when you pull cameras downwards on characters, you're gonna get a lot of perspective, and it's gonna make your character's body like curve this way. So for instance, the basic shape that I do for a torso is like this. Oops. Yeah, it's kind of this, right? This is like, if I want to really simplify it, this is basically my shape for a rib cage, I should say, not a torso. And then, you know, I also have the collarbones there. So if we take it and we take this view and we pull the camera down here so that it's an anti-view, what you're gonna get is something that looks a little bit like this. So you're gonna get a rib cage that is this way, right? And if you pull it even further down, you're gonna get even more of a curve of the collarbones here. So this is basically the angle that we're trying to take right in here. So from this angle, you're probably not going to see much of the neck, even with his head kind of facing pulling slightly forward like it is. You're gonna mostly get just rib cage. One thing that is a little difficult about this angle is, I have it pretty straight here. The rib cage is kind of going this way, so when what's happening, it's gonna kind of create this this like effect where it almost seems a little flatter than it should. I mean, I was thinking about jokingly like muting y'all for a little bit. Y'all are fine. So yeah, so we're gonna get like this view here. Alright. And then it goes kind of back here, and from this angle, I mean, I don't know how much of this we're actually gonna see here. Who's Coops or Pats? Yeah, I don't really know how much of pelvic area you're gonna see. So let's go here. One thing I am noticing is the head is facing down, so you're almost gonna get this. You're almost gonna get it looking straight at us from this angle. And probably forward just a bit more. Something like that. Alright. Remember that's there. Okay. So what do you mean who's bro? Just because I didn't delete. No, you were fine. You were fine. You were doing something. Alright, so from this angle, as you can tell, so the camera is like this, so you're going to see the bottom of this cylinder of the arm. For this arm, it's going to appear almost flat, actually, for this upper arm. And then you're going to get this. And this. I think this lower arm is actually going to be kind of like that. And then the leg, let's do this lower arm really fast. This one's going to appear almost like pretty flat. And then you're going to get the hands kind of right in the front. Hope we didn't scare away the art viewers. Nah, I mean, it's looking alright. We're still at 8 viewers watching right now. I think we're good. Alright. So the legs are actually going to be, the cylinders for the legs at this angle are going to almost be going up like this. So your cylinder is going to look kind of like that for the legs. For the upper leg, I should say. Yeah, what's up, DJ? If I love Poland? I mean, I hope Poland is okay, and I hope everything with, oh, sorry, no, what am I saying? They're the ones that the bomb just landed in, though, right? Or a missile or something. So I hope that all that's going okay. My brain just thought of like Ukraine. I've never been to Poland, so I can't confirm or deny that I would love Poland. Alright, so this. And then you're going to get a lot of the feet here as well. And you're going to kind of see like the bottom of the foot. Oh, have you? That's cool. So one problem I'm seeing, and this is why like perspective is so important, is I need to scale the legs up quite a bit. because from this angle, is that working? I don't think it is. Let me erase and try again. Because from this angle, the upper body is going to be... I do not have a foot fetish. No, I do not. But from this angle, the legs are going to appear much larger than they actually are. So I actually could scale this back a bit. There it goes. And then you're gonna get something like this, and then the feet. And I mean, it's not perfect. There's definitely some things that need a little bit of work here, and I would just go and get a reference to see how close it was. I'm not going to do that for this stream just because I want to get through a few more things so that I can jet off for today, because I need to help my fiance with something. But this is kind of like how this view would look. I could probably even stretch it a bit more. I need to make the head smaller is one thing. Yeah, that made it look a little better at least. But yep. So that is that. I need to... Okay, so that's there. I need to make this button the brush tool, I think. Okay, let's do... Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that pose that I did the one day pretty well. I'm gonna just do the structure of it though. So it's here. Here. So I had this here, so I wanted this here. Probably pull this a little bit closer, and then let me do that so I can make the legs a little bit longer. Could I help you with something? What do you need help with? I mean, I know that you are. I'm skeptical about it, but... Yo, what's up? Enio-san. Hey, we got a sub? Who just subbed? Yanzink? Welcome. I don't know if you're just on a live stream, or on this live stream I should say, or you just subbed somewhere else, but if you watch this at some other time, welcome. Appreciate you joining the Mangamite community. But yeah, Inyo-san. I just want to say it like that, I don't know why. But welcome, I really appreciate you coming along, and yeah, I'm hoping I can jump on tomorrow too, and we'll see. Ugh, what is that? It's also still too short. So this foot's gonna be here-ish. So this one's going to follow suit, be like in here. I could probably scale this down a bit and pull it this way. Jeez, my eye's itchy. Alright, so, hey, we got 11 likes. Gotta celebrate the 10 like goal. Oops, what is that? Thank you all so much for 10 likes. Can we get to 20? Can we get to that 2-0? So this part of the pose was here, and then actually I could probably flatten this out just a bit. Alright, Shiny, thank you for jumping on. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Again, thank you so much for hopping on. Is it true that boxes aren't good to do for gestures? Not really. I don't think that's true. You can do gestures with pretty much any shape that you want. I would recommend, like, boxes are good for beginners because you can really think about the perspective and the sides and stuff like that. And then you want to move towards more anatomically correct shapes as you go and as you work, but there's nothing fundamentally wrong with using boxes, in my opinion. I think that I'm pretty okay with that. I could probably pull this down a bit. And I can, I'll do a couple of gestures, like with boxes, in just a second to kind of show you what I mean by that. Sorry, I just want to fix this. He's a little too twisted. It just matters what you want to work on for your gesture, right? Like, if you just want to get the fluidity, then I would say the answer to that question is what my boy Z just said, or girl, sorry, person. But if you're going for, like, because you can do gestures and try to work on volumes, right? Which is kind of what I do at this point with my gesture. When you start that process, I would say using shapes like cubes and stuff like that can be helpful. So for instance, I want to have like a twisting body of some sort. With the head facing up. And then I want the torso region here, and then like the pelvic region down in here. And I mean, you could go on from there to do whatever you want it to do, but there's nothing wrong fundamentally with this. Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you for subbing. But it like, and then you would learn to round those shapes off as you go. So I don't think it's bad. Like, it just depends on what you're going for in your gesture. Movement, you wanna do solid, like very fluid shapes as quickly as you can. Volumization, you could start off with boxes and then work your way towards more anatomically correct shapes. Alright, what's another pose? I did want to see, let me see this. So this is the pose I was going for, that I did from imagination a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I got that pretty much. Where'd it go? It's weird. Did I not paste it? Or was it on a different layer maybe? Yes, it was. Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, I like the one I did today a little better. It feels more anatomically appropriate, because this one's twisted too much. Like, it's really hard for your body to twist at this kind of angle. Like, if you're, sorry, I didn't really respond to what you said, Enio, but yeah, he did use boxes for perspective, and that helped him with his. Thanks, I appreciate it. That really helped him with his perspective, and it helps you using simple shapes at first. Allows you the privilege of being able to learn things from imagination a little bit easier, because if you're using really complex shapes at first, then it's really hard. Alright, so let's zoom back in here. This will probably be the last two things that I do, and then I'm going to jump off just because I want to go help my fiance out for a bit. Let me think. What do I want to draw? Let's do... I can't think of something to draw right now. What do I want to do? What's a good pose? Here, let's do, alright, let's make this pose as if somebody, a velociraptor. That would take me a while. Let's make this pose as if somebody kind of has... I hate that I do that when I'm like thinking of like a comic pose. Just keep it fluid, Michael. Keep it fluid. I'm gonna do it as if somebody has like is like bringing their arm up almost for like some kind of spell or something. So if they're bringing their arm up, their shoulders. How about tomorrow? If you jump on, Z, I will do a velociraptor at the end of the stream. How about that? This almost looks like this person's like trying to draw out a sword, which wasn't an inaccurate way to do this pose. That took a little less time than I thought, because I'm okay with that actually. Let's do... one more thing then. I'm in Eastern Standard Time Zone, so tomorrow I will be on. I'll probably try to jump on at around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. One more thing. Let's do... Why can't I think of a good pose? Let's just try to remember one that I've drawn a few times. Oh, yeah, let's do that one. The chest is facing us a little bit more. Oops. Can always tell when I'm concentrating on something because it just, my commentary just goes to nowhere. I also keep looking over here because like I have like two spots where y'all's comments are, and I forget that the camera's here, so I apologize for that. I'll try to remember to do a better job of looking into the camera when I try to talk to y'all. This leg, if I'm remembering correctly. Yo, what's up, Fire Spy Ghost? Such a great name. Hope you're doing well. I believe that this foot ends up being slightly up due to... Alright, man, have a good one. I appreciate you hopping on. And this foot is a little bit more flat here. Jeez, this is ugly. And this arm goes back in space and then up. That feels a little off. I mean, I know that it does do that because I can like kind of visualize it right now, but it just felt off. And then this arm goes to here and then here, and the last thing that I'm going to do is blow this head up a bit because the head's too small. There it goes. She is a little crooked, so I shall fix that. And voila. We have ourselves a reasonably, oof, not that much. This is bothering me a little bit. I think maybe her leg is a little bit more straight even than I am letting on. Alright, not bad, not bad. Alright everybody, I am gonna jump off. Let's see the fruits of labor for today. Yeah, this is actually not bad. Like, I kind of enjoy the way that one looks. It's pretty dynamic looking. And yeah. So this is imagination. So it's this one. So is this. So is this. And so is this. And all of these ones are from reference. Okay. I just wanted to separate it for myself for later. Alright everybody, I'm gonna jump off for tonight. I'm really sorry, I know it was a short one. I'll try to come back tomorrow. It'll probably be like an hour-and-a-half stream tomorrow, and then I'll jump off again because I want to get 2 videos done for y'all for Saturday, and maybe I'll do one Saturday, one Sunday or something. But I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the 15 likes in such a short stream. We were well on our way to 20, and that's kind of like the big goal now. But yeah, just remember in my other videos and even here, like in the comments and stuff, make sure y'all are asking me like what things, or telling me what things you might want to see in streams and things of that nature, because I want to try to you know, one, go outside my comfort zone of just doing these kinds of things, but two, I want to help y'all. So that's the whole reason why I started doing YouTube, is to help people like you grow and get better at art. But anyways, have a great night. Stay safe out there. And my last thing too, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take time for yourself every day, whether that's drawing a little bit more or maybe drawing a little bit less. Listen to some good music and just relax, because you can't do art, you can't live life being miserable or being upset. So make sure you take care of yourself. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Hello. There it goes.